Hey guys, Antonio here with some more Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Today we're going to be talking about chapter 27, the Endowment Effect. They had a graph that they showed here. It was pretty, I guess it doesn't really help too much to see what you're talking about here, but it displays what they're talking about right here is what more leisure, the more leisure you have, the more money you have, the more of one thing you have, the less you care if you get more of it. This is probably something you thought was true to begin with, right? But some people are like always trying to get more money. They think if they get more money, they'll be happier. If they get, I don't know, if you're really obsessed with technology, if you get more technologies, you'll be more happier. But that a lot of times that's not the case. It's just diminishing returns. You get maybe like a little bit happier or a little bit, some more satisfied, but doesn't really get you there. That's not really what will get you there. And people's tastes change completely depending on their reference point. So, for instance, you have a bodybuilder who has maybe 10% body fat, and he's really focused on trying to get down to 6% body fat. And you have someone who's been overweight their entire life who has like 30% body fat, and they're really trying to get down to 20% so they can fit a lot better in their clothes. And they hear the person who's trying to go to 6% body fat complain about his body, and they're thinking, wow, this guy's crazy, like I'd love to have a body like that. But it's all about the reference point that they're coming from. The bodybuilder's been doing this for a long time, and he wants to get to the next level. The person who had 30% body fat is just trying to become healthier. He's not trying to be the bodybuilder, at least not yet. It's going to take some time before he gets there. So then we have this topic that this chapter brought up again, is that there's a response to a loss is stronger than the equal amount of gain that you get. And they use an example of how this happens in real life is poor people who don't have too much money, when they receive money, usually it's seen as a reduced loss rather than a gain at all. I don't know why that happens, but maybe think about a time when you didn't have too much money and you received some money and you thought that, okay, maybe now I can afford this month's rent versus oh, I can do this with this money to maybe gain more money sometime in the future. Another thing that they mentioned here that I thought was a good point was when you sell things that you used to use regularly, it activates a part in the brain that involves disgust and pain. And I can give you a real life example of this is when I was really struggling to make some money. I had to sell some of my gaming systems, and when I was younger, those were the things that I really used, and I really overvalue them to other people simply because I use them so often and they meant a lot to me, and it felt like it was almost part of me that I would lose it. I'm a nerd. I play a lot of video games sometimes. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video on Thinking Fast and Slow and the Endowment Effect. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below for you to purchase a copy of this book, guys. A lot of good knowledge here. It's a very long book. Try to break it down for you, but I can only give you some of the information. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Always subscribe, guys, and have a wonderful day.